The media says that Muslims are fundamentalists. What is the meaning of the word fundamentalist? Fundamentalist by definition means a person who follows the fundamentals of a particular subject. For example, for a person to be a good mathematician, he should know, follow, and strive to practice the fundamentals of maths. Unless he's a fundamentalist in the field of maths, he cannot be a good mathematician. For a person to be a good scientist, he should know, follow, and strive to practice the fundamentals of science. Unless he's a fundamentalist in the field of science, he cannot be a good scientist. You cannot paint all fundamentalists with the same brush, that all are good or all are bad. Depending upon which field the person is a fundamentalist, you have to label him accordingly. For example, there's a fundamentalist robber. He's a bane for the society. On the other hand, there's a fundamentalist doctor. He's a boon for the society. As far as I'm concerned, I am a fundamentalist Muslim, and I am proud to be a fundamentalist Muslim. Because I know and I strive to practice the fundamentals of Islam. And I know that there is not a single fundamental of Islam which is against humanity as a whole. I challenge any human being to point out a single fundamental of Islam which is against humanity as a whole. There may be some fundamentals which some people might think they're against humanity. But the moment you give the logical background, there is not a single fundamental of Islam which is against humanity as a whole. And according to the Webster Dictionary, fundamentalism was first used to describe a group of American Protestant Christians who protested against the church. The Christian church, it believed the message of the Bible is from God. But these American Protestant Christians, they protested and they said that not only the Bible is the message from God, but every word, every letter of the Bible is the word of God. If anyone can prove that every word, every letter of the Bible is the word of God, then this movement is a good movement. Whereas on the other hand, if anyone can prove that each and every word, every letter of the Bible is not the word of God, then the movement is not a good movement. According to Oxford Dictionary, fundamentalist is a person who strictly adheres to the ancient doctrines of any religion. And the revised edition of the Oxford Dictionary, fundamentalist is a person who strictly adheres to the ancient doctrines of any religion, especially Islam. This word, especially Islam, has been added in the revised edition of the Oxford Dictionary. The moment you hear the word fundamentalist, you start thinking of a Muslim, you start thinking of a terrorist, you start thinking of an extremist. And many of the Muslims, they are apologetic. They say, no, I'm not an extremist. I tell the people, I am an extremist. I'm extremely kind, I'm extremely merciful, I'm extremely loving, I'm extremely honest, I'm extremely just. What's wrong in being an extremist? Why are we apologetic? What's wrong in being extremely kind, extremely honest, extremely just, extremely loving? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Baqarah chapter number 2, verse number 208. Udkhulu fi silmi kaffa. Enter into Islam wholeheartedly. You can't say partly when it will benefit me, I'll be just, and when it will not benefit me, I will not be just.